afternoon. All okay?
All good.
Good. And how are things then on the injury front, in particular Richarlison, Sigurdsson, Iwobi, Michael Kean?
Richarlison trained today, but he still have pain, and so he's not available tomorrow. Iwobi is doing well, but we don't want to take a risk for the game tomorrow. He will not. He will stay here to train. Sigurdsson is out, and Michael Kean he trained today. Was not so comfortable. He will be in the squad, and we are going to decide tomorrow.
Newcastle have got a number of injuries themselves. Do you almost not know what to expect from them, given they've got about 9 first-team players injured at the moment?
Yeah, but this is the period. I think we have a lot of game, and so the player is not recovering properly, and so to play take more risk in this period. We had a busy time. We are having a busy time, a lot of games, and I think that after this game we have a period where we can train properly to have a good rest, and I think it will be on the injury aspect it will be better.
Just change your tack slightly, Carlo. You know, with the kind of winter break coming up, do you think the authorities have almost got it a little bit wrong because there's still that massive workload over Christmas, so you're not really getting much benefit from having the winter break when you are?
I think for me it's a new, the fact that there is a winter break in February, but the fact that in England you playing in the Christmas period is really important for the Premier League, and so I understand this. But also the fact that there will be a winter break in February can help all the teams to be better at the end of the season. This is for sure.
Just check on Gomez and Gabamin as well. How are they coming along? Have you got any kind of data as to when they might be fit?
No, they are training individually. Everything is going well, but we have, I think, it takes times, big injuries. So the fact that they are training, Gabamin starts some partial training with the team, and we will see in the next days.
Just looking back at the weekend, how did you feel Moise Kean did, and what more do you want from him now?
No, I'm asking him nothing special. The fact that he plays, sometimes he did well, sometimes he has to improve, but I think that I have to be patient with him. Everyone has to be patient with him. He's only 19. So the fact that he played with the team is good. I don't ask him to score goals, because I never ask to a striker to score goals, just to play with the team and for the team. I think that he has a good connection with Dominic, and I hope that he's going to improve quickly.
Is he at a stage where he kind of needs games, but it's difficult necessarily to give him those games when everyone is fit?
In the modern football, to give to the players minutes, it's difficult for a manager to give to the player minutes to improve. He has to work hard on training, be focused there, because you have no possibility in the modern football. You have to put all the time the best lineup. It doesn't matter if you are young, old, because this is what the club expect to me.
And on Dominic, obviously we've seen injuries to Marcus Rashford, to Harry Kane. We know that Jamie Vardy doesn't want to be considered for England again as well. Should Gareth Southgate then be looking at Dominic and maybe giving him an opportunity now?
I think I don't have to tell to Southgate to look at Dominic, because he's already did this. Dominic is doing really well. He has to keep going. He's showing a good quality in this moment. I think his feeling in this period is really good. And after that, Southgate has his own right to decide this.
Now that he's scoring goals, Dominic, what is the other single improvement that you feel he needs to make in his game?
No, I think he works hard. He works really hard. I think he has to be focused more. Don't move too much outside, onside. He has to stay in the box, close to the box, because there is really dangerous.
Does Mason Holgate, given the form he's showing as well, come into the England reckoning now, do you feel?
No, Holgate is doing well. I have confidence in him. Honestly, I have confidence in all three. Jeremina did well. I think that defensively was, if I have to consider the last games, we did good. We did well in all the games. We have to improve and to build up quickly, and Holgate also him has to improve there, like Jeremina. But defensively, they were good.
You're now only 2 points off 8th, 5 points off 5th. I suppose both yourselves and Newcastle sense an opportunity now to really put pressure on those above you.
Well, we had problems against Newcastle at the away games 2 weeks ago, and I think we are going to have the same problem tomorrow. We have to be focused. We don't have to look the table in this moment. We have to try to do our best to make 3 points. Tomorrow will be really important, but not for the table. Will really important for our confidence to improve our confidence, because to have confidence is really important, and to keep all the atmosphere good. Now the atmosphere around us is good, and this is really important. We had some good result, and we have to continue to have a result, because it's important to see how to keep high the spirit of the teams.
You've got that consistency of results, but when you're looking at your side at the moment, what is the key aspect that needs improving if you are to continue to put pressure on those above you and start pushing up towards 8th, 6th, 5th in the table?
I think that the target is to play a better football. This is the target. Nothing special, just to play a better football.
Entertaining and score goals.
Yes.
Just looking at the squad as a whole, and we know obviously you've spoken about Martina and Nias, but has there been any movement in terms of anyone coming in for them? We've seen a link with Nias, with Leeds.
No news today.
And in terms of incomings, we've seen a link with Emre Can as well. Is there anything in that? How confident are you of adding to the squad?
Can you repeat, please?
I'll be the scout. Emre Can has been linked with the club, we've seen, in the past week or so. Anything in that?
I think at the last press conference I said that all the names that were on the newspaper were wrong. I can say the same today. Are wrong. All the name on the newspaper are wrong. Also, all the name that on Sky are wrong.
Thanks for that.
Okay.
Carlo, Alistair from BBC. Just talking about Dominic again, do you think he's capable of playing for England now, or do you think he needs to make improvements before potentially making a European Championship squad?
Of course he can play. He showed a lot of quality in the last game. He can play for England, no doubt for this. England has a fantastic strikers. He has to fight, but I think he has a quality, possibility to be a great striker in England and for England.
And what have you been working with him since you've come into the club?
I'm working like the others, so we are used to work collectively, to train collectively. I was in this period, honestly, I didn't were really focused on him, because we didn't have a lot of time to work individually with the player, because when you have to prepare the game, you have to be focused on the squad, not individually.
I know you say you're not going to mention any names in terms of people coming into the club, but at the AGM, Marcel Brand said that you were short on the right-hand side. So is that a target for you, filling that position, getting strength in that?
We are talking. I'm talking every day with Marcel, and we are looking for some targets that we have, some players, but I don't want to say what we need.
Okay.
Just on the last one on the winter break you mentioned there. Do you have any plans? What are your plans for that winter break? Is the team, going away or anything like that?
Well, the plan for the winter break is to give some rest to the players, maybe 4 or 5 days rest, and then start to training here. I want to stay here in Finch Farm because we have a fantastic training ground, and so we don't need to move around the world to travel. It's better to stay here.
And just one more.
Well,
Go
that's
back.
it now, Alistair.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Carlo. Radios, please, guys.